And we're back.
And easy fix.
Oh, baby. You can't see that they're turning red yet, but it's definitely getting hot. The elements are booting up. I might be telling in there. I can feel it's getting warmer.
I can smell it.
Definitely can smell it. Let's go! So, go figure that at 1:15 in the morning, after he had been working on it for 12 hours straight, we had a brain fart. And we only gave it half the juice and had those split. So, we ran it, and now she's getting the full steam. Ooh, baby, let's go! Oh, yeah, look, it's starting to turn red. Let's go! Oh, and the phone even picks up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yes!
That's awesome. I'm glad it was that easy.
None of it was easy.
Well, no, but I was just kind of hoping that I didn't fuck that up. Because I have no idea how these work. But it wasn't that bad. I just...
You're not a custom 4x4 by 5 foot oven. That, like, this thing's huge. Like, Eric and I are not small dudes. Like, we are 6 foot tall dudes. Like, this is a big oven. Like, this is big. I'm not like Garrett Mitchell giraffe tall, but like we're there. Oh, she's so red. Yeah, let's go. All right, I wanted to test something while I was there because I don't think there's any insulation on the bottom. So I have a feeling this is, yeah. We're gonna shut that off and get that off those rollers before we catch them on fire. All right. Yeah, we will. That made me think. I need to go buy a couple more pieces of this sheetrock to use as a fire retarder underneath this. Because if that's only got a single layer, I can totally heat the wood up hot enough.
That I'm sure that would burn some stuff.
Yeah, we could have totally caught the place on fire.
But at least we know it's fixed now. That's one issue out of the way.
Or cinder blocks.
Yeah.
I wanted it lower. Shit. That totally throws off the plan for the ramp if I have to raise it at all.
Do you have like the fire brick? That's only like 2 inches tall. That, I don't know how much clearance that will give you as far as like heat dissipation. But it shouldn't absorb the heat to let it go to the wood.
Yep. Gonna need to come up with something, that's for sure. But we can do that because it works. And then the other thing we haven't tried is making the whip for the air compressor, but Eric's gonna hook us up with this last outlet now that we don't have a raging inferno going on over here.
Yes.
And we'll get that outlet there. This is so freaking sweet to have this plugged in here now. And I come over here and go, ooh, lights off, lights on. And that one always kicked on slow. That had nothing to do with the wiring. That is a different ballast than the rest, and it is always just, oh my goodness, this is awesome. Like, I hate doing half zoom stuff, but when it's half zoom, you can be like, oh, yep, these are big boxes compared to the people that are standing beside them.
Like I could almost just stand inside of it.
Yeah.
It's like, what, a foot, maybe?
I call it a small oven, but it's definitely a large, small oven. Yes. And it looks like it's pretty crudely assembled. I think he just built walls and then attached them all together. See the bottom?
Yeah.
So I think that I can very easily dismantle what he's done and even make it taller if I needed that 6 or 7 foot. There's nothing holding this to the base except for some bolts, and all of the electrical and wiring goes on that bottom run of the 2x4. So
The top has no fixation to keep it where it's at. Get a new like heat strip.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's just a self-tapper.
Yeah. He told me he made it to where the back could come off to extend it, but I see now the entire thing just comes together in chunks. Cool. That means when I get a bigger place, I might even be able to use this as parts of it. Oh, man. I'm going to have to clean up this glass. I'm going to get some oven cleaner and scrape and clean it with a razor blade, but I think it'll come pretty clean. If not, it's just crudely attached to the back, and that seems to be a pretty standard oven glass, so I think I can go find another one of those.
I'll tell you what, that scraped off fairly easy with my finger too. Like even if, obviously with a bigger scraper, that's just on that side and it's fairly clean.
Yeah, that's gonna clean up nice. Hit that with some Windex and a razor blade both sides. Sweet. Hey guys, my name's Seth, and this is Clutter to Color. We're going to take this clutter and turn it into this powder coating shop. Come along for the adventure. We're bound to get into some crazy things.
Top of the morning, I'm feeling it. Keep it too real, gotta reel it in. Play the dealers, I'm really him. Stay with the deal, now it's dividends. Stay with the horses, gone with the breeze. Speak from the heart, got her on her knees. I've been the hardest to make a breathe. Stayed in the darkness to some degree. I've been a winner since I'm a 10. I'm trying to kill it, I've never been. Greatest at being with only friends. Greatness in me come from money hands. Play it on being a funny man. Lay it down and do the running man. I've been the greatest it's never been. Nowadays I'm living only him.
Let's jump in and see where we get today. All right, so the $100 air compressor that also resulted in having to put out a Subaru fire. Ridiculous. I got oil in it. There's no oil in it because it all drained out in the bed of my truck. So there is some 1540 Rotella and some 020 Mobil 1 fully synthetic. Start the roast now.
Sober enough to know what I'm doing, and I'm drunk enough to really enjoy doing it.
That's what we got. So I don't know what runs. So we are, and it's a pain in the ass to take the cage off to get my hands onto the wheel to physically turn it over. And these batteries, 2 of these batteries dropped out the bottom, out of the cage, like sitting right there up against the wheel. So I fished them out with a piece of wire and leftover wire from the oven that I was talking about earlier is now turned into an extension cord. So while Eric's holding that, I'll go over here and plug it in.
No. I'm
No,
gonna flip breakers off.
yeah, you might be surprised. It's not because it's wired to all the lights, right? All the outlets are together now?
No, that one's on its own 30.
Oh, no fun. All right, so this is gonna go up there. And it's really long, which is fine because I want it as far away from here as I can get it. So ultimately it's gonna go outside, hopefully under an extension shed roof built off of this pretty soon. But does it even turn on and work? There's also this other safety cutoff switch thing, and Eric's wrapping his head around how to wire that in and make that work, but this is at least going to kick the motor on and the compressor on and does it function. And we'll figure out the shutoff valve safety sensor plunger thing. Come on, $100 air compressor from the guy 3rd time out of jail. It's gotta work, right?
Yeah, no cold spoon insight.
It's gotta work. I didn't look up anything. I don't know anything about Puma. Cool, it's distributed by people in Texas. I don't know who makes it. Warning label here. He does have his own like little drain valve thing on it. Yeah, we'll see if it starts in a minute. Extra testing. OSHA certified ground.
Will this ground work or will the compressor work?
We're all kinds of testing.
If the compressor don't work, find another ground and see if the compressor works.
Yeah, test 1 will be up in a minute. All right, so where are we at now?
So I'm gonna plug this in, and then we can operate that switch instead
That's
of
right.
trying to have to unplug and
Yeah,
plug this.
yeah.
So I'll plug this in, and then you can flip that on when you're ready. Well, I'm gonna stick
Oh
somewhere,
God.
just in case something flies out of the belts.
Yeah, or the piston direction. I'm gonna get just $100 air compressor. Oh God, here we go. Nervous. made some noise. It definitely spun. The belt smells terrible. Let's see if we're hearing this thing. Just a 30-second, 5-second thing. That was not there before. This was an empty tank.
I was gonna say you might check and see if maybe this had got bent in travel. Because this feels kind of warm. I don't know if it's rubbing on that.
Yeah, it sounded odd. Yeah, I bet that is. Okay, guard's gonna need to come off. Great observation. It sounded weird and
you can see the spot where it rubbed it.
oh yeah, you sure can.
I'll bend that out of the way a little bit. I guess we're gonna take that off.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah. I was gonna jam a wire in there. That works.
It'll be a lot.
All right, you sure about that?
Yeah.
All right.
We'll try it now.
Okay.
See how much pressure it'll be.
All right, wrench thrower 5,000. Did I close the lever back? No, it's open. Let's see what it sounds like now. How about now? I'm gonna say it doesn't sound right.
I think the nut, that bolt head is hitting that.
Oh, the whole cage has been in. Yeah, that's a big noise.
Yeah.
It needs a pull from like here to here. We need some big hooky things.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's stout.
You know,
Good thing there's no bezel in there.
let me go see if I've got my exhaust spring puller. Maybe that would work. We'll be back. All right, well, here's the belt, just in case I need it. All right, the guard is now off. The 4 bolts on the side got it off. You could see Eric pointed out easily where it was rubbing. And this cage, you can tell it's really been in. It was definitely hitting. Now let's see how quiet it sounds. Now. Sounds like an air compressor, sir. Sounds like an air compressor. Let's go. I'm gonna let that run for a minute or two and see what it does.
I guess now after you get all the other little projects done, you can build you a cage and powder it. The pressure here, once it hits a certain amount, push the probe, breaks contact between power to the motor. But the reason they probably bypass this is something might be seized inside of the block. But I don't know.
It seems so weird that its whip would be so long. Because it looks like it's super old wiring and it was probably there for a long time.
Because even pushing on this, I don't hear anything engage. And these springs, these plates look super rusted.
Let's hit the dump valve and see what happens. It's not so much of a dump.
It's loud. It's very loud. There's air.
It works. We can make it auto shut off, that'll be even better.
And another plus, as when it was real quiet in here, there was no leaks. Everything seemed sealed.
Yeah.
Like I was
The
listening
only leak
around
came
the
out of that,
plugs.
not out of the tank itself.
Yeah. Like I was listening to the plugs.
I always worry about pinholes in the bottom of the tank from them never draining them. But, crackhead didn't lie. I didn't mean to call him a crackhead. He's probably gonna watch this. Crackhead didn't lie. $100 80-gallon compressor. Like, it may not look that big. Like, this is a big compressor. Like, it's sizable. Sweet. We have all the raw components to make a powder coating shop. Now I just need to polish up a few things. Eric, I'm so excited, man. Thank you for putting this crazy labyrinth of wires together. Listen, man, it's awesome. Just having a light switch, man. Gosh, that's cool. I mean, nice job. All this, again, Seth call. I didn't want to buy stuff. We're here. It's not going anywhere. I think it's mounted to the stud.
It is what it is.
Nice. All right, so the numbers are on here. Guess how old this is, Eric.
I'm going to guess 32 years.
Get the best angle on this here. So that says 1987.
Here we are, 1987. This particular year in the 80s, we would see things take a dark turn. Corruption would be a theme in 87 with a slew of scandals.
1987.
So that's 3 years older than I am born. So 30, oh, it's almost 40 years old. I like it. I like it more now.
Could you imagine if this compressor could talk? The stories.
The things it's blown.
What?
Lots.
Oh man, the tools it's moved. And it's got two ends out the end of it with shut-off valves, so they put this thing to work with lines going to different places. I want to take and see if like you can just guess what size it is, but it's probably almost impossible. I don't know, I'll give it all the numbers I can see. This picture of this, all the specs off the engine. It's a marathon engine. Come on. Oh, there we go. 25 service fact amps, 1750 RPMs, 5 horsepower, 1.15 core amp, CORR amp. What's that mean? Oh, and the wiring diagram's still on the side of it too. But it's got a full model number. Sweet. I think all the numbers would have been right there, but they're worn off. It's cold again. We're back with the air compressor. Did a little research, some learning, and I bought some stuff today. So I went out to the store and bought a hardline kit, which has got a bunch of cool little distribution blocks. Rapid Air, got it from Rural King. I was once broke down in Tennessee, and a guy was fixing my motorhome, and he had ran his entire shop on this stuff, and it was awesome, and he loved it, and he was adding more and highly suggested it, and $119, and it comes with a bunch of cool stuff for multiple distribution blocks. I bought the same stuff in those bags of Harbor Freight and air hoses and stuff, but I'd had to run a 25-foot hose to get 18 feet, and a shorter, none of it was going to work. So I will end up returning that stuff. I got this, sent it back. From Harbor Freight, though, the best deal was their industrial air filter oil water separator. So I bought one of these, and some other stuff. So, the paint for the bookshelf outside to hold powder. Some other adapters, a sacrificial socket for the one engine that's messed up, or that I've got the 2 bolts stuck in the crank cradle. So I am excited. I'm gonna start visually laying out where I want to put air to, but I'm definitely going to have air like up front on both sides in a couple of spots for when people want to come over and run pit bikes and stuff. And who knows, I might end up buying another set of line and burying it and just running lines clear into my garage from here, because this presser is definitely big enough to do it. So, all right, well, I'm going to tidy up a little bit and lay some stuff out. I got oil for the air compressor. I got oil for the Mazda. So again, extra adapters, fittings, things like that. So yeah, and I'll run back to another Harbor Freight tomorrow after work because they did not have the steel wheels for the cage that I'm building. And I did confirm with my friend, he's got a bunch of cages and crates and different things that get shipped into him for different stuff. And I can go cut it all apart and have it to build the cage for the oven. He said, just build him one. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, I'm gonna start reading this, plotting out where I'm gonna put these blocks. And it's already late, kiddo's asleep. It's now middle of the following week, so we're trucking right along. But this is cool. Shop's got power. Let's go! I'm still excited. All right, before too long, this is firing up. I put the call on the internet for help, see if anybody had some tile that I could score for secondhand or for free. And if not, I'll run to the store, and I need to buy about 25 square foot of tile, which won't be that big of a deal. So, so close, so close. Yeah, all right. We'll catch you in a little bit when I'm working on the pressure shutoff valve that I also got from Royal King, which I'm probably most excited about because it might make this really easy. All right, let me get started on that, get some sleep. And before too long, it will be up and running. Thank you. Okay, it's close to 11. I have stripped all the old stuff off of it. That is just mocked in place. A new gauge. I'm going to use most of this. Instead of having 2 air lines coming off of it, I'm going to mount this like this off the back here, so the wires won't be all too far. Excuse me. But I have to figure out how to get this line to the press fitting line down here. So here's all the stuff I took apart: the old gauge, the old pressure sensor. This valve was basically froze. Who knows if that works? We will have all new of that with this, because it does have a regulator on it. And then check out these paint cans. This is a normal primer can in hand. This, look at the size of this thing. This is ridiculous. This thing's pretty cool. I have doubts that it has enough propellant in it to do a full 24 ounces. But we'll see. It was a good deal. The price was right. And the silicone to seal up all of the piping. All right, it's like 11 o'clock. I am going to clean up here, throw my mess away, and then we'll get back to putting air compressor together. Thanks for watching. And if you're into this kind of thing, please follow along. There's plenty more to come. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.